which kind of gave you a little bit of a preview on initially. For the entire corridor study, this is our list of kind of community stakeholder work group meetings, as well as our public outreach, open houses, and then we'll also be doing some newsletters, as well as we've got a website available up and running for people to get information as well. So we've got one little check mark there on our round 1 July stakeholder and community work groups where we did goals and objectives. And we're moving into round 2 of community and stakeholder work groups and round 1 of the public open houses. So if you want to go ahead and flip down to that. So for our work groups, again, we're going to be doing the same thing where we went out and we actually spoke with the South Corridor, the East Corridor, individually the North Corridor, and then Oklahoma City, since that's where everything comes together at the hub. So we'll be doing that again. These are the different meeting dates and times. As you can see here, one of the things that I'm really going to be asking you all to do for us is to really help us get people to show up to our work group meetings. The more people we have, the more sentiment we really get for that particular corridor. So that's one of the things that I'm always going to be asking you all to do, is really help us get the word out on those. And so all of this information will be up on our website after today's meeting. And additionally to that, we're going to be sending out save the date cards or emails to the people who attended last time and who were on our list last time that didn't attend. So we'll be sending those out. We'll also give you guys a courtesy copy, and if you can help us get people out to the work group meetings, that would be good. Okay, and then after the work group meetings, and we basically take this information you guys have given us today on these alignments and the ones we're going to move forward with. We're going to take those to the work groups, and we're going to get their input on them as well, and make sure that they're not thinking we should add something in, that sort of thing. Once we're able to assimilate that information, we're then going out to the public. Here are all the alternatives we looked at, and here, based on the RTD comments and the work group comments, is the list of the ones we're moving forward with. And then we ask the public as well for their input, so that we can make sure we try and get a good cross-section of the community to really be involved in the process. So those are going to be in November, in that mid-November time frame. It's going to be a pretty crazy week, 4 in a row there. Most of those are going to be from 6 to 8. We will have the one in Oklahoma City from 4:30 to 6:30 as people are getting off work. Hopefully we can catch them.
Yeah, this is the week before Thanksgiving. We were very conscious of it, but Thanksgiving's really late in November this year, so.
It is, yes, thank you, that's a good point. So we will be at these open houses giving a short presentation just to kind of get everybody up to speed on the project itself and where we are in the project. And then we'll also have separate areas where people can go in and get, really ask good questions one-on-one to all of us, as well as the ACOG staff, and really get answers, one-on-one, which I think helps a lot of times, rather than, having to ask a question in a big room. So I think it gives a little bit better sense of that. Anything else you want to add about the open houses or work groups? No? Okay. All right, so our next steps, once we meet with the public and our work groups, we're really getting into a lot of that detailed analysis that a lot of you brought up today and are already wanting to see, which is always the case. So we're going to be doing the modeling ridership forecasting we talked about. We're also going through and doing a quick environmental analysis also to see if there's any fatal flaws, if you will, or any really bad stuff or any really good stuff that we want to avoid from an environmental perspective. We're also doing our economic development analysis. This is where kind of the station area planning and starting to get a sense of, okay, where would a station make sense and what is the potential economic yield from that. And then our O&M, or operation and maintenance, understanding of the cost estimating for operation and maintenance ongoing, as well as the capital cost or the one-time cost you have for any one of the alternatives, as well as the funding potential of them. So the next time we come back to you in February timeframe, we're going to have the model done. We'll have a lot of these results with us, and we'll be able to kind of hone in on a lot of those questions about, that cost benefit, if you will, that you guys were talking about today. And that's when our next meeting is, February 19th from 3 to 5.
Well, first of all, thank you on behalf of the committee. Thank you for all the work you put into this matter which you conducted. And with that, we're a little early, so if anybody has new business or they've always wanted to say something but they never seem to have the time, today would be a good day for that speech to take place. So if seeing no one raise their hand, I'm going to adjourn. All right, we're adjourned. Thank you.